Greetings and welcome back again to Hymn Stories number 45. In my heart there rings a melody. I have a song that Jesus gave me. It was sent from heaven above. There never was a sweeter melody. 'Tis a melody of love. In my heart there rings a melody, there rings a melody with heaven's harmony. In my heart there rings a melody, there rings a melody of love. I love the Christ who died on Calvary, for he washed my sins away. He put within my heart a melody, and I know it's there to stay. In my heart there rings a melody, there rings a melody with heaven's harmony. In my heart there rings a melody, there rings a melody of love. 'Twill be my endless theme in glory. With the angels I will sing. 'Twill be a song with glorious harmony when the courts of heaven ring. In my heart there rings a melody, there rings a melody with heaven's harmony. In my heart there rings a melody, there rings a melody of love. In my heart there rings a melody. The author and composer for this hymn is Elton M. Roth from 1891 to 1951. And the scripture reading from this is taken from Psalm 98, verse 1. O sing unto the Lord a new song, for he hath done marvelous things. Right hand and his holy arm hath gotten him the victory. The author and composer of this favorite gospel song, Elton Menno Roth, was born on November 27, 1891 at Berne, Indiana, at the age of 14. He directed his first church choir. Later he attended the Moody Bible Institute as well as the Fort Wayne Bible School of Indiana. Roth also did further serious music study with several prominent European music teachers. For a time, he traveled extensively with several evangelists as their song leader and choir director. Mr. Roth then taught for a period of time at several different Bible schools and colleges, including a 6-year period at the Ministry Training Institute in Nyack, New York. Elton Roth later moved to Los Angeles, where he became increasingly known as a distinguished church musician, singer, composer, and conductor. In the 1930s, he organized a professional group known as the Ecclesia Choir, which performed many concerts throughout this country. Mr. Roth also published many anthems and more than 100 sacred songs, for which he composed the music and generally the text as well. It is interesting to note, however, that all of Elton Roth's compositions only this simple gospel hymn, written in this early ministry, is still in general use. Mr. Roth has given the following detail about In My Heart There Rings a Melody, written in 1923 while he was engaged in evangelistic meetings in Texas. One hot summer afternoon, I took a little walk to the cotton mill just outside of town. On my way back through the burning streets of this typical plantation village, I became weary with the oppressive heat and paused at a church on the corner. The doors being opened, I went in. There were no people in the pews, no minister in the pulpit. Everything was quiet. With a lingering sacred presence, I walked up the aisle and began singing. In my heart rings a melody. Then hurried in the pastor's study to find some paper. I drew a staff and sketched the melody, remaining there for an hour or more to finish the song, both words and music. That evening I introduced it by having over 200 boys and girls sing it at the open-air meeting, after which the audience joined in the singing. I was thrilled, as it seemed my whole being was transformed into a song. The hymn first appeared in printed form in Roth's Campaign Melodies, published in 1924. The following year, it appeared in the Hope Publishing Company's Hymns of Praise, No. 2, and it has been a favorite with evangelical people to the present time. We sing it in our church still. In my heart there rings a melody. So hopefully you enjoyed this Hymn Stories number 45, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode, Hymn Stories number 46, in times like these. Until then, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.